This is Kurt Thornton, and you're listening to Three Black Geeks. This is good stuff. Don't turn it off.
Because I think it's better we do that.
Because we already are recording. Boom! Gotcha.
So goddamn right. Welcome everybody. Now let's talk Gundam again. Gundam. And this time we go all the way back to the start of this bitch. When we started doing Gundam, of course we were going to do Gundam Wing. Of course we did G Gundam before it. And then we got kind of funny. We want to do MS. We want to do A Squad. We did the 8th MS. We did War in the Pocket. And now we're finally at the beginning of this shit. Finally we can talk about the Universal Century. It's 78, isn't it?
79.
79.
Okay, 79. Okay.
1979 when the show debuted. Actually, this is the month back in 1979 that it started. April 7th, 1979.
You know what? Again, I don't plan this shit. I don't plan shit like this. It just so happened we was going to do Gundam in April.
Yeah,
so I just throw that out there, bro.
Most people that know about Mobile Suit Gundam, you know, the whole thing with the Federation and the Zeon. Now, what's interesting about this is that we've had recent movies like Unicorn and the latest movie that, you know, unfortunately...
Gundam NT.
Yeah, Gundam NT, which unfortunately did what I think all of us can universally agree on. Stop over-explaining new types, which we'll get into in the course of this episode. But...
Don't get me started on that shit, because like the minute Homegirl popped up and was like, well, you see new types, I was like, bitch, if you keep talking, I'm gonna throw my fucking remote. Shut the hell up. Shut up!
So, here's the thing. If you watch the show, and if you don't know nothing about Mobile Suit Gundam, you watch it at face value, you'll think, oh, the Zeon is the bad guys and the Federation is good guys. Let it be known, there are no good people on both sides at all. They're assholes on both sides, and the soldiers are just like pawns in this whole shit. Period. Full stop. It ain't even...
The best people are those people on white base. And even then... Boy, y'all niggas got me looking at y'all funny.
Because
don't undersell that, because I think that's one of the things that made Gundam hugely popular at the time, is that, you know, it came out in an environment where it was primarily just super robot shows, and it's clear cut, you know, this is the good guy, this is the bad guy. Yeah, so exactly. Gundam went off like a giant like nuclear bomb where it's like, hey, this is war, and like you say, and in war there is no good, there is no bad. Yeah. There are hella shades of gray and just people trying to live within those margins.
And there's also petty people on both sides. One of them being one good old Char. I don't know how to say the last name. I always fuck it up.
Char. Hold on.
Char Aznabel.
I'm a
Edward Moss, my boy.
Aznabel.
No. See, hold on. Check it out. I'm going off of how they actually pronounce it in Japan, because God knows as many times I've been to gunpla stores, and even when I went to see the giant Gundam RX statue, I actually saw Char on the big screen, and they pronounced it Char Anzabel.
Interesting. So this character.
There's like 3 ways of saying it in the English.
There is like 3 ways, because you got the two English dubs, which clearly pronounces his name differently. Then you got the Japanese dub.
Yeah.
But go on.
So Char comes from a family. Now, when you watch the show, there was a show that came out, I don't know how long ago it came out, Gundam the Origin, that kind of explained Char's background, but the long and short of it is, he came from a very dignitary family. His father was it Zeon Zoom. He was the person that founded the Zeon Republic. We find out that the Zeons were never really bad. His dad was very liberal as fuck. Like, he was like, yo, I want peace between the people in space and people on Earth. And as with any group, there's always a splinter group that was like, yo, fuck your peace. And that's exactly what happened.
Always
fanatics
and all.
And it was the head of the Zabi family that assassinated Char's dad. Which, funny enough,
because they saw within him.
Yeah,
because they saw within him a moment to monopolize his message for money, power, and gain, and like use the political climate to seize power. I feel like there's something nagging at the back of my throat. Why does that feel so fucking familiar? A family of aristocrats and political power? What the?
Hey, Prime. First, Prime. This is Three Black Geeks. I would want you to respect my place with not bringing up such conspiracy theories, man. Okay, I don't want you to do that. Okay, you acting, or let's just say a group of people. Okay, a group of people made a religion, and they made that religion to be about peace and love. And one splinter part of it said, "Let's take over the original land and claim it for ourselves because God told us to." Yes, those are fanatics and all that. You can say that, but they're not bad people, though. I don't understand. That never happened. So what I'm trying to say is, Prime, this is your first and this is your very last time for bringing up fairy tales on my fucking show. You're already talking about...
I apologize. I'm sorry. I'll try to leave politics out of this political war drama. My bad.
That's where I knew. That's where I knew. I knew that's exactly what Prime was going for. I knew exactly you were going for that, Prime, and I just kept my mouth shut. I'm like, Prime, I already know what you're doing, but I'm just going to sit back and let you roll with it.
I laugh because the head of the zombie family literally killed Char's dad, and everybody in the Zeon, it's that bullshit like, I mean, I know he killed him, but we don't have no proof. So do we follow him? Maybe.
Now,
I think we should.
What's fucking dope as shit in like the origin manga? They were like, "Oh yeah, Daikun did this shit." Like,
but nobody says anything. Nobody ever utters like he killed him. Yeah, totally.
And think about this. Hey, CJ, CJ, look at it like this. Imagine if they went about it on some Chris Rock stuff where they're all collectively screaming, "I know you did it, just admit it." But if they did that, they would have all gotten assassinated for accusing him.
Nigga, Daikun sits there on his throne every episode like, I mean, I did that shit, but what the fuck you gonna do? Nothing.
And look, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Daikun that kills me, though. Daikun did what happened to a whole lot of good, progressive, liberal leaders in Africa. They get killed, and a new dictatorship shows up. Yep. So I'm just gonna put it out there. Gundam Wing copy black people. For real, nigga.
Now here's the thing. Char's name. Now here's the thing.
Real quick, Chris. You know what put the cherry on top about Daikun doing that?
Yeah.
Is that Daikun has the goddamn nerve through 5 fucking series to have this look on his face with those glasses like, yeah, prove it. Whole fucking time. Up to his fucking death here at MS, he was a douchebag about it.
Bro, and he's the dad now. He has 4 kids. Garma his fave because Garma is actually one of the good... he's the baby, but honestly, he's actually like, he's not like the other... his brothers and sisters who are like greedy as fuck. Like he it's to the point to where he basically literally has 3 days to retirement because he likes a chick from the Federation. And there's so as soon as you saw that in the show, and I was like, oh, you're gonna die, Garma. You're gonna die, but how?
There's a lot of people that has that, and I give it up to the Japanese creators for doing this shit. A lot of these characters right before. Like, when you see them, they always take the time out for them to do these musical numbers. And the musical numbers is all the same. Oh, I like being alive. They all do that. All of them. Like, she's dead. He's dead. Ironically, on this, like, it kind of gives it away because all the Xeon do it. All the Xeon do it. I don't see too many people. I didn't see the feds do it too much. Outside of probably one or two times, man.
Hey, D, I can throw out another thing. You know, the other thing that you can tell a character is most definitely going to die, especially someone of high importance is this. Whenever they say, and I quote, and if all else fails, I'll just quit Xeon. The moment I hear that, I'm like, dude, stop. Okay, that is a
big ringer. Another
that right there is literally writing your last name on your death certificate and signing it.
As a father, this bothers me. Every time you see one of these motherfuckers, Dad, look what I did. Well, I'm very proud of you, son. You're going to make a good Xeon soldier. You're fucking gone. You're gone.
Dude, Garma.
It's like, don't say that.
And I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him because Char, at the end of the day, he really isn't for the Zeon. It's just a means to an end to get his revenge, basically.
Shark does it with the nonchalant middle finger, like, ah!
Dude,
I love it.
And if it wasn't for those crazy federations in their Gundam, he actually would have actually been able to succeed really quickly. But when you have one Amuro Ray and his Gundam and the crew of the White Base kind of interfering in his plans and shit, it creates a good conflict, so to speak, and stuff.
Not really interfering. This is, again, speaks to the strength of Char as a character. He saw them as, this is just a new wrinkle, but it could be used as an opportunity, and he exploited fucking opportunity.
He did
to further his games. And what's really great, like that's like one of my favorite moments and just basically all the Gundam when they were at New York City, where they were in the stadium. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put this on Front Street, y'all. So usually when we do podcasts where you guys have me on, I either watch it or rewatch something. But for Mobile Suit Gundam, my wife asked me, was I gonna rewatch anything? And I looked at her in all seriousness and I said, do you know how many times I've watched the TV series, the movie, how many video games I played, how many times I've read the origin manga, how many times I've read the novel? Like, I can guarantee you I've forgotten more about Gundam than most average person. I think I'll be fine on this one.
Should be good.
I think I'm good.
My wife did have the nerve to ask me that when we first started it. She was like, D, are you going to rewatch any of the Cell Saga? Bitch!
We know this like the back of our hands here.
Do you know who I am?
No, you're really serious right now, aren't you?
We married? How are we married?
So that moment when was it New York City? When they're in the stadium and and he caught Garma in the crosshairs of the fucking White Base fire, and he sent that fucking telegram message with that legendary ass speech. This is nothing personal. You can just blame this on the misfortune of your birth. Cold fucking blooded.
I mean, because I feel Char would have let Garma go, but it was like, fuck it. It's a means to an end, dog. You're done.
Hey, you know what it is?
It was real fucked up.
I honestly could hear Char as he's looking at Garma every time they have their moments together, and in his mind, the gears is his gears is turning in his head, right? And he's like, "Oh God, you really are the cute one in this family."
Dude, there's a soldier off to the side after Garma dies, looking at Char, slinging some fucking peanuts like cold world, dog, cold world.
You know what?
Chris, right there. Permission to speak, sir. Go ahead. So how long did you like playing that shit? Man, nigga. Let me tell you, I was waiting for the opening the whole time. The last 2 days, nigga. I knew this shit was about to happen. Oh, shit. Don't tell nobody. I swear to God, you better not say nothing. Don't say shit. Don't say shit.
And what's real fucked up is if you watch or read the origin, you can see their friendship. And Garma legitimately saw that man as his best friend.
Oh, yeah, he did.
You can see the friendship. Yeah. The fucking how it was going and gathering, how they he started off as a tsunade going, man, fuck that shot nigga. Then he's like, oh man, he saved my life. That's my boy, that's my homie. And the whole time Shaw's like, I'm stabbing this nigga in his back. I'm gonna stab this motherfucker in his back.
To the point that he sat there and told him
Char looks at him.
Oh, go ahead.
Char looks at him every single time. Every single time you see Char with those aviator shades, he's just looking dead at Garma going, you don't know it, but I got piano wire in my back pocket, and I'm just waiting for you to turn your back.
He even told him, don't get too caught up in your girlfriend. I'm like, you do realize he's trying to kill you, right? All right, cool.
That right there was a good, was a clear indication. Dude, I am setting you up to get.
You might want to stay home with your girl. Don't go out.
Hey, you know what? I hate to tell you this. This is real quick, Chris. This is real funny. If they would have stayed in our church, do you remember the reverend that used to be a part of our church beside John Terry, light-skinned dude? I forgot his last name.
Oh, right? Branson?
Right? Branson, yeah.
Yeah.
Their whole family. I hated their whole family.
Shit.
I hated their whole family. And here's the worst part, Chris. I got a little bit of... Star was my friend. That's all I got to say. Because, real talk, I didn't like the middle sister, the young sister, and the one that was my age. I hated all
Here's
of
the
them.
funny part. Like I was cool with them, but I was never frizzled. It was like, oh hey, what's up? That's it.
I had to deal with them. And I was like, yo, that's deep. That was deep.
Like when we see Char, right? And I like that the show, because when I first saw it and stuff, I like that right from the beginning when we see Seiya and Char meet up and stuff. It's literally like I think the first or second episode they see each other. I was like, oh, they didn't waste any time with this.
I went down. No, you know what?
It might have been the second episode, but I mean, we watched the movie, but I know it was right around the second or third episode. I think they saw each other.
Yeah, I only saw the first run on Cartoon Network, so I'm gonna stop right now saying anything about episodes.
Yeah, either which way, it was very early on in the fucking damn show and stuff when they met each other. And I was like, oh, they didn't really waste any time doing that, and I like that. That's like an overarching plot. That's an overarching plot through the whole fucking series.
He just dropped the whole real name on her ass. She's like, who?
So you just dropped my government name? What you doing?
Nah, I'm sailing. That ain't your real name. That's the name they gave you.
And like that's the overarching plot with that, because you know we end up finding out like over the course of the series too that a good chunk of the people on White Base, they're also new types, and that's another thing that we find out is that Char, he's a new type as well, and his whole thing has always been like kind of upholding what his dad did, but he basically is like, yo, I just want us new types to be able to just be in peace and y'all leave us the fuck alone, basically. That's his whole thing. He does not like us being used for war, basically.
Yeah, I mean, they're just toys of war. And it's funny that was how Char was, and then that leaks over to our main star, Amuro. It leaked onto him too, because Amuro, he didn't really feel that way until he started really recognizing, hey, Federation's doing the same goddamn thing.
When your boy Ryu gets promoted twice. No statue, no nothing, just a promotion. It's some bullshit.
And let's go into Amuro right now. I'm gonna be real. I forgot how much I didn't like him. I forgot how much I really didn't like him. But here's the funny thing, and I wanted to actually get this straight with Prime. I don't hate him. I don't like him. But here's the funny thing about him. Every little bit of drama that hits him, everything that hits him about war and all the rest of that shit, he becomes probably one of the most relatable characters in the story for me. Because as much of a little teenage asshole prick that he can be, when it finally hits him how heavy all this shit is, you see him to freak out. He's actually finally freaking out. He's lashing out at people who love him. All the rest of that shit. You know what I mean? And Noah rightfully kicked that nigga right off the motherfucking off the White Base. Rightfully so. You see him go, he actually has real fucking growth. He has real fucking growth as a character. You understand his plight and all the rest of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's amazing how much I forgot about this fucking series, because the second he just started, leave me alone, Frau. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. He was a dick for about 15 episodes.
I mean, like in Bright Noah is the guy that's like, yo, Amuro, get the fuck in the goddamn Gundam, quit whining.
Now I got a question. Who was worse? Who's worse? Who's worse? And we already know who's worse. Shinji's dad or fucking Bright Noah.
Shinji's dad, bar none, man. What are you talking about?
That motherfucker just like, yo, getting that fucking weird mech, nigga. Fight some angels, bitch.
Bright Noah, at least, there was growth, because Bright Noah, okay, so here's the thing that I like about Bright is that even despite all the bullshit, he still does his job to the best of his ability. Like
he is a soldier. He's a straight up soldier, man.
Like, and that was kind of like what I liked about him in Zeta Gundam and stuff. It was like, yeah, you know the Federation's court, right? Yeah, I know. I'm about to, head over to the AUEG and just, do that and do whatever and stuff. Oh, my wife and kid is fine? All right, cool. I'm out. I'm good.
What I like with Bright is that he's thrust in a position, first off, that's way above his grade.
It's way above everybody's pay grade on that shit.
But guess what? He proves himself, and that's one of the cool things about the show. He actually proves himself to be just a straight up good captain. You know what I mean?
It's crazy too because everybody throughout the series, like the white base is just getting through each and every battle, and the Federation's observing them like, man, this fucking damn crew is beasting.
Real talk about that. White base, it kind of has a little bit of plot armor.
Well, except when you get to,
Just
Rumble
a little
Round.
bit.
Unless you hit Rumble Round on some of the heavies, then,
Here's the thing about Rumble didn't really do as much damage as he should have done to the motherfucking white base, in my opinion.
That guerrilla warfare shit,
I mean, no.
He got John Job, man. I don't know. Gotta talk to got John Job.
Yeah.
F in the chat.
I'm not knocking Rumble because Rumble was one of my favorite people in this whole stuff. That nigga like Zeon. What a glory! No, I love the version we was watching. It's kind of funny. I've always heard the Ocean Group people do MS. Yeah. So hearing like the regular stock people you get in anime all the time do it was refreshing. But the problem I had about this anime was it seemed like they were all rushing their lines.
Oh yeah.
Like they all kind of one take them. You know what I mean? I didn't like that. And it just sounded like a rush dub period, man. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
we only have the license for 5 minutes. Hurry up.
I mean, but like you had the whole white base crew. They got these 3 kids who also have fucking plot armor, but they actually did help. I would give them credit for that.
I think seeing everybody on white base grow was a little cool too. I did think my boy was real. I thought Hayato. I forgot Hayato lived the whole way. I really did. I thought
Hayato and Kai were like the two that did. Kai actually had like hella growth throughout the series, and it was really, it was really when the girl that was spying for the Zeon and he befriended her, and then he figured out that she was Zeon, but she ended up helping them and stuff. That was the big turning point for him.
Miharu.
Yeah, that was the big turning point for him because
hey, I'm sorry. The Japanese girl that lived in the middle of Belfast. I don't know nothing no more. I know nothing no more.
I mean, but that was also the thing about this series too, is that like when people died, it hit people hard. Like Ryu basically kamikaze and to save Amuro. The whole fucking ship was just like, wow, holy shit! Like this is real.
Man, that hurt me.
That hurt me too.
I mean,
man, Ryu was the big death to me, man. I didn't like that, man.
Big Hispanic. Yes, he was Hispanic, yo folks. Yes, he was.
Yes, Ryu, Hispanic.
What's her name? Matilda's was also sad.
Yeah.
Matilda's, look. Here's the thing about D. I think some people are like that too. Anytime I hear Mary Elizabeth do a voice, I hear the major, so I'm automatically drawn to her character, no matter what. Mm-hmm. And when she dies, I'm like, no, because in my head, Major died, and it's like, D, this is not the same thing. Shut the fuck up! It is the same, nigga.
I mean, but like I said, the white.
And then the other one.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to mention the other one that was also really sad. Of course, was when Homegirl pulled the lever, and then she yeeted herself out of that ship that was going.
She got blown out that open window, and I'm like, you didn't bother to strap yourself down or anything? All right, cool. I guess.
Man, Miharu was like, yeah, I did. Oh shit.
Did you love the slow motion of? Oh, and she's dead as she gets swept outside. I'm like,
yeah, that was bad.
No. You know what was bad? When I saw her do that, I said, slide to the left. Did.
One hop this time, bit.
Everybody hit that ground. Clap, 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 clap.
Well, it was hitting the water, and she was dead because they were above the ocean. But I was like, she gonna die because they were dead.
No. That water concrete at that point, nigga.
Yeah, it's concrete. she wasn't even aware that it'll be like, all right, maybe if she got blown out. And I'm like, nah, she done.
She did a little ass ball thing, then maybe, but
But the thing of it is too, it was also showing that a lot of people. Like, no, Amuro's like their parents. So his dad was the one that developed the Gundam on Side 7. Was it Side 6 or 7? I'm trying to think. Side 7? Side 7? I'm trying to remember.
Side 6.
Side 6. And Amuro unknowingly kind of basically injured his dad, and he didn't know. Because what happened was Amuro destroyed one of the Zaku's by stabbing it and stuff, and it exploded. With it exploding, it blew a hole inside the fucking colony, and his dad and this other dude got swept up outside. We end up finding out later that his dad was alive, but because he kind of lost air for a while and stuff, basically he kind of lost some brain cells, and he was just out of his fucking mind, basically.
Yeah, he just went straight up, cuckoo.
Hey, son, put this inside the Gundam, and it's like a fucking calculator, and Amuro's like, yeah, Dad, I'll put it in the Gundam. It should, power it up. Yeah, awesome. And Amuro is just sitting there sad, like, I can't talk to my dad like normal anymore because he's not there.
Again, they showed the last scene where he said something to his dad.
Oh, his dad was like happy because he saw the Gundam like win that battle, and his dad is sitting there happy, and it's like, was he happy because like he saw his son do that, or was it just like he's still
kind of? That's the thing. They showed like a little flashback, right, of the last time they seen each other, and the way his dad was acting was about, it ain't about you. Yeah, get over whatever. Where's my Gundam at? That's what I saw. Now that's what I saw. I could be wrong, but the way it looked to me was my dad was never there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he there, but he was never there.
But his mom, on the other hand, decided, I want to stay on Earth and just help these people and stuff. And
that's the question. Who's the worst parent, though?
I don't know, man. It's because the mom felt like as though she didn't want to go out in space. It just seemed like that was just more so like whatever beef that was between both dad, Amuro's dad and them and stuff, and seeing what was going on between them. So it might have been some bullshit between them, and she didn't want to go out in space.
Either way, you got the
But I like how she mommed it up. But she mommed it up on the whole thing of like, Amuro, you killed that man in cold blood. I'm like, it's war, lady.
Amuro, you used to be so peaceful and so sweet. You used to be my boy.
To mom,
I'm
war
like,
as hell.
I was like, yo, like, all right, look here, Mama Ray. Look here, Mama Ray. Number one, you left that boy when he was a little child. You did not raise him between those times. In fact, you never was there any communication between the two?
I don't think it was, as far as I know, because I know Amuro. Well, no, cause I'm trying to remember. Cause I think when Amuro went back, I think it was either Bright or Sailor that made the offhand remark that it's been a while since Amuro came back to Earth to visit his mom. It had been years.
Right. It probably been years, whatever. But the point is this. Yeah, true, but yeah, war changes people, man. It changes people, period.
Did you love the shot from underneath the blanket, though? He shot the fucking soldier underneath the blanket, and she was like, where the fuck that shot come from? I'm like, yeah, it was Amuro, dog.
Yo, next thing you know, that motherfucker, pow, chase that nigga out the motherfucker.
Oh my God, man. So it's just...
One thing, the one thing I did find it funny was always the encounters where these motherfuckers would meet each other in real life. Now, I kind of don't like it when the villain and the good guy meet up with each other. But in Gundam, they do that quite often, don't they?
The meetup with Amuro and Char was great because neither one of them... Like, Amuro knew Char, but Char didn't know him, so it kept up the mystery of like... Hey, I know you, but you don't know me, and you seem like you're a chill guy, but that's you, kind of thing. And meanwhile, Char, all the way till near the end of the series, is like, man, this pilot in this Gundam is improving. He's really good, and stuff. And yet the rivalry between the two has been building up for so long. When they finally know each other's identity, it's like, you! And they ready to fucking kill each other and shit.
Man, and another one was Rumba and Amuro. And... Yeah. And Rumble knew who he was. They walked in. First off, can I say this? Rumble was cool to me because you could tell this was the vet.
Oh, dude, him and his wife, he's been a vet of the Xeon for so goddamn long. That dude was like, yeah, so if we sit there and avenge the death of Garma and stuff, we can retire and they'll give us anything. And I'm like, oh, you're about to die, dog. As soon as you said Xeon gonna give you anything.
Speech. He was like, so baby, what we gonna get? Well, I was thinking about getting us I was thinking about getting that Mustang I always wanted. And I'm gonna get us a boat.
What you going to name it? I'm going to name it blah, blah, blah. That's my nickname. Of course. You're my everything, darling.
I mean, did you love that mustache? That's the veteran look right there. It's like got that cove hair and the mustache. It's like, oh yeah, he's seen some shit.
Six Xeon, baby.
Oh man, you know what? I do dig all the iconic suits that popped up during the show that we know and love, like the fucking the Goof, so you got the blue Goof, you got the what the fuck? Because he was supposed to get the Rig Doms.
Hey Prime, do you know Prime?
What's up?
Yeah, Rig Doms. Yeah, the Goofs.
Because, like I said, help him with the Gundams.
I'm trying to think of the other ones because I know Char had like a couple of versions that were basically his personal ones that had his color.
What was the one that Lily had? What's the one that Lily had?
Lala.
Yeah, Lala.
The Elmith.
Ah, yes, the Elmith.
Okay. Prime, you play the games. Dynasty Warriors Gundam. You play that?
Yes, I played all of them.
Oh man, I didn't play the second one. But anyway, I always wanted to play the second one. I never could find it. But anyway,
the fourth one is the best one.
The fourth one? They made 4 of them?
Yep.
Which one is that on? Is that on PlayStation 3 or 4?
4.
Yeah.
Is it 4? Wait, is it 4 or was it 3?
I think it was 3. It was 3 because it was digital.
Yeah,
I remember it was digital only. I think at the time.
Yeah. The very, very last one that came out.
Wow, I got to get that one. But anyway, I remember playing the first one, and you had to fight her in the space battle, nigga. I hate that Gundam. I'm not Gundam. Yeah. I hate that whole fucking.
It's a big ass fucking piece of armor. That's all it really is.
It's ugly to me. First off, it's ugly to me. I don't like the design. I just don't.
Man. I mean, can we talk?
Look, lame. Can we just talk about like the fucking? Okay, so one of the reasons that I like Gundam is that again, it's the areas and margins of gray. Like Zeon didn't lose the war because they're bad guys. Like there was a logical progression, and you can see when the tide was turning on how and why they lost the war. One of those being instead of putting their mass into development. So when the Gundam hit the war, it hit the war like a literal bomb. Like that's when the escalation of arms race between the Federation and Zeon really kicked off, because up until that point, the 9 months or so beforehand, like they were just kicking ass. Like they don't have mobile suits.
We got Zaku's when you got a ball.
A fucking jet. They didn't have a ball. They just had fucking fighter planes.
Yeah, fighter planes and tanks. That's it. That's about it.
That's all.
Suck our mechanical dick. That's how we're about to win. But the
go in space. Go in space. Just go in space. We waiting on you, nigga.
So the Gundam hits. And it's like, oh shit, that thing is pretty fucking, it's like it outclasses everything that we have in the field by itself. So instead of using this time to like, maybe study the Gundam better, or maybe try to do some espionage, which I believe in the novels they tried, the novel adaptation they did try, but that shit failed. Instead of like trying to, build a better weapon, they're letting because Zeon is led by incompetent, and I mean just sheer incompetent leaders who are more obsessed with infighting and collecting vases. I'm looking directly at you, Kuve. I'm looking directly at you.
Kuve was a dick.
All right. Hold on, real quick before you continue. Which one is he in? Are we coming up to that?
Kuve was the one that they didn't show it in the movie. Kuve was the one that basically because Kuve was he was in a different territory on Earth. So when the Zeon were trying to chase after the white base and stuff, they were kind of sort of in his territory. He was the one that contacted Ramba, was like, hey Ramba, so the Zeon is saying they want you to go on ahead and take out the white base. And he was basically like, yeah, and they told me that I was going to support you. All of a sudden Kuve was like, yeah, I'm not.
That's a lie.
That's a goddamn lie, because Kuve was like, nah, man, I ain't trust. And he was the one that was supposed to get Ramba the fucking the Rick Dom suits. And then was like, nah, bro, you ain't getting them. And that's why he had to go fucking guerrilla warfare against whiteface.
I see.
Okay. Yeah. It's like fucking infighting. So, instead of studying the Gundam and turning all this shit to MS development, they fucking let Anaheim Electronics and the Zeonic Corporation nickel and dime they ass with like these fanciful mobile armors. Like, no, man, the future is mobile armors. These giant monstrosities that cost a lot of money to build prototypes. You want to give us the money, right? Yeah, give us the money.
Anaheim Electronics, they nickel and dime their way through every fucking series.
A fucking correlation of dicks.
Hey, Prime, you know what that is. The AC95 equivalent of that is, hey, can we get mobile dolls on the installment plan?
This is the same shit.
It is a wonder that they were able to craft fucking Gundams at any point in time. I'm like, so Anaheim, what took you so long to finally develop a goddamn Gundam?
And what kills me is that when they finally develop a mobile suit that was on par with the Gundam, the Gelgoog, or as my wife calls it, the Chicken Walker, by the time you finally rolled out something that can stand toe-to-toe with a Gundam, you fucking literally had all your ace pilots already fucking dead because you tossed them in the fucking death trap mobile armors. And so you had little wet behind the ears rookies in them shit still getting slaughtered by the Gundam. Come on, dog.
Because they didn't really get anything until, I think, Zeta Gundam. And that's when they had, like, the Delta Gundam. I think they had the Delta Gundams. I think the Zeta Gundam was their first one, wasn't it?
All right, so, if we're being technical, if we're going down the timeline,
if we're going
Anaheim, I believe they also had a hand in developing the Alex from 0080, which was designed to be Amuro's open weapon.
Yeah, they did. Alex was one of theirs. So yeah, I guess you could say it's the Alex, then the fucking Zeta, which is ironic because I'm like, what's Amuro going to? I don't know. When you think about it, is the Alex like an upgrade from the RX-78?
If I'm being honest, if I'm trying to remember the specs off the top of my head. Like if the Alex had got to Amuro, I don't think it would even really fit his fighting style because the Alex was a long range suit, and if you watch the show, Amuro liked to get down and dirty with the beam saber and the beam javelin and shit. Yeah. So I think maybe the increased armor or the armored mode might have helped him initially when fighting the Zeong, but like I think the fight still would have gone the exact same.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, that was their thing. It was just mobile armors. Like Amuro was literally fighting mobile armors for so fucking long, and I'm like, God damn, guys, can y'all like vary it up a little bit here? And it's kind of like why I like the goof and stuff, and you know, at least Rambo's goof and stuff, and it's probably why I like the goof in 8th MS team because it's just a fucking pimp ass mobile suit when you get somebody that fucking knows what the hell they're doing and stuff. So
hell yeah. I
would like to take this moment to ask y'all this question. Seeing how new type is pretty much Gundam for the Force. Not even just I win. I'm just gonna say it's Gundam of the Force. Force energy, Force magic, Sith magic, however you want to put it. I'm going to ask this question.
Yeah.
Let me ask this question. So, I would like to know from y'all's point of view, how do you think Amuro would fare with the Zero system?
Make this bitch.
I mean,
and I tell you why. Because Amuro is understated. It's understated how much of a powerful psychic Amuro is. Go back to like the last fight in the original show with him and Char, where Char was like, oh, I'm gonna just lure him out of his suit because like he's a good pilot, but like physically he can't be the same. But because Amuro is such a strong fucking new type of empath, like he's picking up on fighting techniques while fighting Char, because like he's like, that's the theory anyway. Like you think I'm just a good pilot, but like, dude, I'm a fucking enhanced human. Come the fuck on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, him and Char are definitely, like, I think that's probably the biggest thing about some of the new types and stuff, and that's probably why it worked, because when you don't explain it and you just go with the idea, and I think even in the show they go with the idea that a lot of the new types, basically, they just had kind of like, you know, just that sixth sense to kind of figure out certain things over time. Because I think even old girl on the ship, they imply she's a new type. Hathaway's what's the old girl's name that Bright Noah married? Damn.
Mirai. Oh no, they're all new types. Like that's one of the reasons why like Mirai was such a good pilot. Like they had all latent abilities. In
other words, Chris, they were the fucking Golden State Warriors.
It was Bright. Hold up though, but they never implied Bright was a new type though. That was the crazy part.
No, they implied that everybody on the ship had latent. Like they all had like varying degrees because they've been in space for so long and was around Amuro. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So basically, here's the thing, Chris. Amuro is KD. All right. Amuro is KD. Motherfucking Kai. Kai is Clay. Kai is Clay. Hayato. Hayato. Who's the power forward? Who's the fuck? No, I already said that. Whoever the fucking center was, that's Hayato.
Ryu was fucking.
Ryu was the center. Motherfucking
Draymond Green and shit.
Here's the thing. We really look at it. Bright Noah is motherfucking Sean Livingston. Look, if you let him run the floor, nigga, it'd be all right.
I mean, hey, look, man. Like I was sitting there the whole time. Like I'm like, yo, this whole crew is like the one thing I did like though. Like even without the Gundam, like the fucking gun tank and gun cannon were like the shit, man. I love those two suits.
Yo, man. You know who the nigga I knew that was dead, but I just knew he was dead for different. No, you know the nigga I knew who was dead was motherfucking Slager. I knew he was dead.
I love Slager so much, man.
He slapped Mirai, and she was like, "Oh my god, do it harder."
Moist. Oh. Moist. Hold on. Let me point out something. I'm glad y'all got to this point because I wanted to say this was one of my favorite moments. Amuro comes back. Dude literally floats back saying, "Hey Amuro, you missed all the shit. Like you missed all the fun. You missed an incredible show. I slapped a woman, including the guy that was sipping for her."
No, here's the best part. Here's the best part.
Hold on, dude. Here's the part that's even better. This guy was willing to risk it all for her, and she still was turning him down. Oh man! You tell me she didn't deserve a good firm open palm slap across.
And yet beneath all that, he was a very good-hearted guy. He even told Mariah, like, "Look, I think you deserve a better guy than me," and gave her a ring and bounced. And I'm like, "Oh, you're about to die, aren't you?" Yep, you're about to die.
The second he pulled at that ring, I'm like, "Yo, Slager, for real, bro.
Don't do this to me, man." Oh.
Look, dude. Look, hey, Chris, going back to the Warriors.
You have to come back. You have to come back to me. You have to stay alive. You have to get through this. Dude, stop. Stop. War. You're going to die. She's going to die. Everybody, you know what? It's Gundam. People are going to die.
I know, but Chris, taking it back to the Golden State Warriors, come on. You, Iguodala, I need you, man. Come on. Don't do this.
Oh man, I love Slager. Good pilot too. That I loved him about it because I thought it was gonna be one of those like because again, I haven't seen it in a while, so rewatching. I was like, oh shit, I forgot Slager was actually pretty fucking good. God damn.
Oh my god, I forgot all about Slager to be honest with you, man.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the whole Jabaro situation when they got there and they were restocking everything. Everybody had time to finally like sit down and relax for a couple of days and shit. I was like, all right, finally. And then, yeah, that's when everything just kind of gets to a head at Jabaro because again, that's the famous place where they made literally every fucking suit on the Federation side. It's a secret base that ends up not being so much of a secret anymore. But yeah, that's and even then, like Prime mentioned, the whole ineptness and stuff. They plant bombs at Jabaro, and the kids find them, and they end up getting it out. I was like, oh, well, never mind. Guess they're not gonna blow up Jabaro.
Well, that was cute.
Didn't think that one all the way through, huh?
Well, I don't even think they figured kids were gonna be there to pick it up and stuff. But the kids, since they were again, they're orphans because their parents got killed. They want to get on the ship and stuff. So and that makes an interesting subplot with them, but it was fun.
Speaking of people getting killed, like I don't know, sorry, I had to take off for a hot second. Just wanted to know from y'all's perspective, who went out like a G more? What's his name? Like dude from I was gonna say a dude that Char really didn't want to kill. Who was
Garma?
Yeah, thank you. Between Garma or Otto.
Man,
Otto because Otto had agency. Garma was a fucking pawn.
Yeah.
I was just about to say.
Also, Garma, he was about to kamikaze and that shit didn't go right because the shit exploded before he even touched White Base. So it's like, oh shit. Well, damn, dude.
That is very true because unlike Garma, Otto actually hit his target with Tallgeese still intact. Long live King Zex. Tallgeese still intact. This dude did not evaporate into nothingness. You know, that's one thing I always loved about seeing characters. Whenever you know that they're gonna die, you always see the explosion and them just erase with it.
Oh my God, man.
You know, Aaron, I have to say, there's only one thing you were missing. You were missing the fact before he hit the kingdom, he slapped his elbow and did went elbow first down onto the Satan. Macho Man style.
But he went from the top. He jumped off the top rope. Speaking of top rope, my man who was acting like it was the 1940s, slapping chicks left and right. Did you love how he was pulling? I mean, how he channeled his inner Undertaker, going old school, walking across a tight rope as he standing jabbed a dude across the face.
He soft jabbed that nigga though, man. Yo.
If we're talking about let's go back to the zombie family for a minute. Giverin probably had the funniest death ever. It was one of those, I guess you didn't see that, did you, son? I mean,
obviously not.
The backstabbing, the nature that's going on, it's like just acclimating and stuff. I think Dozel's the only one that didn't get backstabbed. He just got killed by Amuro, and that was that. It was like, all right, well, cool. So, but Casilla?
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, she did kill her. He did kill her fucking dad. So, like, I mean,
yeah. I mean, he had it coming. Though. He had it coming. But also too,
and then being the baddest bitch, she was like, "Y'all gonna call the police? What y'all gonna do? Back to fucking work."
Oh no, she was like, "Anybody want to save? You can court martial my ass once this war is over. So let's get this money." And I'm like, "All right, I guess."
That was definitely one of my favorite comeuppance moments.
The one soldier was even more a G about it too because he's like, "We'll just say he got killed in battle. What's next, ma'am?"
That is keeping it moving.
I was like, yo, without missing a beat, I was like, oh, well, he's a smart one because he didn't betray her. But
it was like point blank.
Good talk, General.
like point blank. He died in battle. What's next?
No, here's the kicker though. So Casilla was the one that actually, because Char, after Garma got killed, he kind of disappeared for a while, and Casilla was the one that basically more or less reassigned him under her watch. What's funny about her, though, is Char, at the end of the series, hit her with the fucking salute and shot to the fucking head that went clean off. I was like, what?
With the rocket launcher.
Dude pulled out a rocket launcher, no scope, straight death wish. She got death wish.
Bro, she was like, Char's still alive? I'm like, how did you not know?
And, see, when I listen to the two dubs, oh God, Stephen Blum, you are a national treasure. Hearing his voice when he's like, I salute you, ma'am. Pow!
Dog. And
the other dub.
Hold on.
No, because in the other dub,
the Stephen.
Sorry, in the other dub, he's like. He was like, hold on, Garma. I'm sending your sister to meet you.
I don't know. I think I salute you, man, Mr. Better.
No, I think that I'm sending your sister to meet you. That's kind of cold. That's kind of colder. I don't know.
That was definitely a lot colder. Him saying, I'm sending your sister to meet you.
Dog. He didn't even have his char mask on when he did it. That's what made it so G about it. I was like, nah, man.
That's what makes it dope. I'm about to say, so everybody can see who did it.
It was me, your boy, Edward Mass.
Yo.
Now when you say, hold on. When y'all say, now D, I know.
She backed up on that fucking seat, and she couldn't go nowhere. That's the worst part about it, yeah. It's like was her relaxing. That's what fucked it up.
Hey,
her sleeping.
Hey, dude, I know the look. Like, and I know when you saw that look on her face, the first thing that hit me was, yo, you were about to hold all of that rocket.
Yo, here's look. I
Because
just want to.
now I know you said,
I'm
I know
saying.
you said that this was. I know you said that this was also complete satisfaction for you. I gotta know what is it about these characters? What is it about characters of that Char type? You got him. You got Char with the headshot of all headshots, and then you get Zex cutting Barge in half.
I don't know,
Like
man.
For me, it's Char for one reason, because when you see that scene, it is what you call a complete pull-up. It is what you call a definition of a pull-up, because all it took was that nigga with a rocket pack. Hey, what's up, nigga?
Boo, I tell you what.
I don't know, but I don't know when Zex pulled up. Hold up. Zex pulled up too. He got right in front of the barge's window, just so homeboy can see it's the Ephion that's going to end you.
Yeah, but Char doing it's just more funny on top of the music that's playing when he does the shit.
And he was
Alright, I'll
fucking
give
a
you that.
person without his mask after being fucking stabbed.
Yeah.
After getting into a fucking sword fight.
It's like after being stabbed.
So like he already living. And he's like, oh, that's Cassilia. Oh, she lacking. She ain't got the Thule with her.
Dog,
Hold on.
I tell you the definition of life comes at you fast. Ironically, Degwin, this is the same guy that killed homeboy.
His best friend.
Killed his best friend because of peace. This motherfucker's arranging a peace treaty with the Federation, and Guyver was like, nah, nigga, that ain't happening. And fucking kills both shits. It's like, get out of here.
And I fucking love that speech they have. Like, I think they showed it in the games and in the show when it was like, when he was like, I'm feeling melancholy after Garmin's death. He was like, look, man, I just wanted money. I ain't want my son. Like, this is my second son to die. God damn. I mean, come on.
I mean, dude, after Garwin died, like and that's kind of how Giran ended up coming into power, because Degwin was just kind of like not there. So Garwin was like, hey,
like,
Dad, you want me to blow up that ship? Okay, cool. I go in ahead and tell him. And he just grabbed power just like that.
He was like, whatever. And this the thing, though. Here's the thing. He was like, that speech they had before he got, patricide. Is it patricide? It's patricide and ricocide.
Yeah.
Where he said, like, Garen, let me ask you a question. Are you familiar with the figure called Adolf Hitler? And he was like, well, who was that? Yeah, keep it moving, son. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving, son.
Okay, just checking. Just checking where your head space at. All right, cool. I
just needed to know if you were aware. I clearly see that you are not.
Okay.
Like, I mean, just might want to crack up a history book. You might want to like look in the mirror too. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Just put that out there.
Keep in the
Pick up a book.
Just so you know.
It's like, pick up a book, my dude.
You just gotta imagine that he just sitting there. You just sitting there in a chair hearing all that shit.
So, you know what?
the hardest.
Like, you know what? I really hope Amuro shows up and beam sabers you to death.
Dude, the show, you know what?
Oh, go ahead.
I got a question.
There's one question. You familiar with history, right, son? You are? Okay. Are you familiar with... No, not him. No, not him either, nigga. No. Adolf Hitler. Yeah, the short one, man. No. You thinking of the dolphin one. I'm talking about the first one. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, son. Yeah, him. You familiar with him? Yeah. I'm checking you, nigga. That's why I'm just saying.
Dog,
son. I just gotta ask you. Are you familiar with an individual named Adolf Hitler? Father, is that something at Denny's?
Goodbye, son.
Get the fuck out of my room. Get the fuck out of here.
Look,
you can't
be here all week.
You cannot tell me that he had that look on his face like he wanted to put his lips together to say that.
Son,
that's something simpler.
Son, I'm about to take off my A-Vage real quick. I'm on the back. I'll talk to you later.
I mean, but it's like, dog, because it's
That's
like,
it for me today.
I mean, but that's what made it funny. It's like, so David gets killed in explosion. Giran, funniest shit ever, because old girl just comes up behind him and just pops him in the head. And I was like, well, into you, dog. That's that.
Yo, so let me get
and
this,
you know,
let me
and
get
you know
this
that
straight.
we're in outer space. When you get shot in the back of the head and the force of that bullet causes you to fly a good 30 feet into the wall.
Fucking ricochet off the fucking wall like, bink. Done.
Like, dude,
As your sister says, I want the smoke after this war is over. I'm like, God damn. Like, you really want
what?
this?
I felt bad for one person. The one person I felt bad for was Matilda's husband. You know why? Because number one, he was going to bang waifu. Second of all, I felt bad for him because the second he's talking about his love for her, I'm like, dog.
Shut up. What are you doing?
Note to self.
At least
Note
another
to-
20 minutes.
You know what? Since this is the first show, it's the first show of all Gundams. Let this be a good lesson to every other person that comes after this show. Don't talk about anybody you love. Don't try to establish a relationship with anybody. Just keep to yourself and keep it moving. You survive.
Hold up. Cue the
Okay.
It's Always Sunny theme. No one learns the lesson.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look. Hey, we talk about people getting killed. Hey, look.
Okay.
Let's just be real for a second.
Hold up. Now, hold up, Chris. I got a good question. And this is to you and Prime because y'all know the whole universe. Now, while everybody falling in love with each other, okay, what's the success rate? What's the best you can hope for? You know what I mean?
You can hope for a Camille. Or no, you can hope for a Judao. You can hope for a Judao.
Yeah.
And what's that?
All right, so at the end of Double Zeta Gundam, after what's the female version of a simp?
I don't know. I guess it's the same. All simps are comes in men and women. So I mean, it's all the
All right,
same.
so I guess it's simp. So Haman Khan spends half the show simping after Judai.
Yep.
And he's like, nah, bitch, I don't need that. I don't even want that in my life. And he's had this on again, off again kind of flirtation with Rue. So at the end, it's implied they get together and they go off and colonize Jupiter.
Oh, wait, hold up a second. Hey, Prime, we can keep it to the original show. Char was the ultimate Chad here because when Lala was expressing her feelings to him, he kept it real off the rip. I'm sorry. There is no romance between the two of us.
Well, we said successful. Because then she ought to gets like being turned into hamburger.
I mean,
So
let's just be real.
If it wasn't for her being so dedicated to her duties of I have to protect Char no matter what, meaning I'm gonna jump in and catch all of Amuro's fade. Yeah, she'd still be alive.
I mean, look, we talk about success rates and stuff. Matilda, for a hot minute after the jet crashed from the TriStars, thought that she was going to be alive until that black TriStar pilot was like, nah, bitch, not today. Bam! I'm like, well.
Nigga hit from off the top rope. Bang!
Hit the cockpit and she was dead. And I was like, God damn. And her husband.
It was weird, Chris. When I typed in double axe handle, why the only thing that came up weren't wrestling pictures. Multiple pictures of Vegeta. And I'm thinking to myself, I guess that's Vegeta's move then. I guess I don't know.
Look, double axe handle slam is Vegeta's go-to move.
It really is. And when I see that, it's like, huh. I didn't think about that, huh? All right, then.
Because we talk about the black TriStars and stuff. I actually do remember seeing the full episodes on it and stuff. They kind of gloss over little things, but the black TriStars, they basically got the actual Dom suits that Rumble Rao was supposed to get, ironically enough. And they use the jet stream attack, which is kind of something that fucks up Amuro for a while before he figures the shit out and stuff. But those suits were actually pretty dope. Quick as hell.
They were.
Lights, well, I'll call them light batons. They weren't quite beam sabers, but they were like light batons and stuff. But the fact that Amuro figured out that move real quick and took them out, I was like, well, it's nice knowing you, gentlemen, but you're about to meet your end. Sorry, you're done. Bye.
Especially when old dude decided to hop out of his mobile suit pull out an AK and try to go off on a Gundam in space. Might add.
That was Dozel did that shit, which had me.
That's what I was referring to.
Dozel had me in tears. He was like, "Yo, I ain't going out like no bitch." I'm like, "That's not gonna do anything." Okay, whatever, Dozel.
Why? That's what I said the whole time. But why?
What's the purpose of this? I don't know.
Because the big Zom is actually a scale model of his nuts. That's why.
Real talk. My coworker is watching this with me. And she was like, what? Like, yeah, what? Well, yeah, what? Nigga, you gonna die.
but you know what was cool too? So, I said it before. It is amazing that maybe this is like the first in any sort of video. This is the first time we've seen two white dudes pine over a brown woman that love both of them in her own equal way. This is kind of funny because Lala is like she loved Char because Char saved her, from her circumstances at the point when they met.
You can say prostitution,
Chris. All right. God damn. I didn't want to say it. Prostitution.
Hold on. I got a question, Chris. Are you protecting the prostitution community in the anime community?
I am not protecting nobody. I'm just pointing out.
Are you trying to say something against those proud drawings?
No, because you hear it, and most people automatically assume Char was like one of those dudes that be like Drake, like, oh, you don't have to go out there and sell yourself, girl, that kind of shit. I'm like, I don't think Char did that.
Real talk. Char killed people, so he's very well allowed to go, you should deserve me. He can do that because why? He killed many people, so shit.
But he saved Lala.
I'm just trying to connect with something, babe.
But it's just it's so funny that's
with you. You're like, am I your new type? I want to be your new type.
She's drive over my heart like she's rolling on an 18-wheeler, and I'll allow her.
And see, now I want to see. Sadly, unlike Nicki Minaj, who would say something like "new type" and it'd be nothing about it, I would challenge Drake to do it, and he'd be like, "He'd be like this. This thing made it into a love song. Wow! Here's Pride. Son of a bitch got it right. He got the timeline right too. Fuck this nigga."
I mean, but it's wild too because it's like.
What?
The whole dynamic between those three, when Amuro basically kills her, it's not like he purposely did. She was just like, Char, look out! And Amuro just like beam saber to the thing. I was like,
This would be referenced again in Gundam Wing when when Treize decides, you know what, I'm gonna sandbag this and let Wu Fei stab me.
Not even the same, because at least Lala actually had an aim for why she was trying to get out of Char's way. I don't think she expected to get killed unless she did.
I really feel like
he did it. He did it because for one thing, he already proved his point by beating him the first time back in episode 6.
No. I'm talking about Lala. Zex. I mean, Treize. That was just for his reasons. So that's why it's a bit.
Reasons.
It's reasons. I mean, for whatever reason. I mean,
because reasons.
I mean, he already blew his load, and some random chicken got a fucking daughter out of the whole deal. So there you go.
I don't know. I kind of figured in that part. It was more one of those situations where when it happened, Amuro knew that he was going to do it. You know what I mean? It was just one of those.
He was going to kill him some Char right then and there.
Oh, you didn't move.
Dude, that is the source of contention between those two. Ever since that whole thing, it's like, you killed her. I hate you. And it's like, damn, dude. It's like, come on.
Like which I love. You killed her, therefore you're my enemy. You brought her into this war, therefore you're my enemy. Neither one. Hold on, Chris. You brought her into this war, so therefore you're my enemy. Both of us never got a chance to smash.
I'm sure like shit, nigga. Speak for yourself.
I know, right?
You know what she was in that brothel beforehand. I'm just saying, my nigga.
Hey, I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be very real. There's got to be somewhere in either in both the Federation and in Xeon, there's got to be a department of where it's like, so what happened? Okay, star-crossed lovers again? Okay, so was there a conflict they were... Oh, shit. Yeah, that was them? Okay, cool. Fifth one this goddamn month. Because it feels like this storyline happens all the time where there's a star-cross... Almost every series is a star-crossed romance. It kills me with that shit, man.
Oh my
but
God.
This one is kind of unique. But this one's kind of unique.
I like it,
at least
though,
for
because,
the time.
I mean,
This one's kind of unique for the time just because there is contention there. Like, nigga, you killed her. I didn't mean it, man. Yeah, you did. No, I didn't.
I mean, I like
like,
it.
dude, I was going for you.
I mean, I like it just because it's like Lala's just like, hey guys, you probably shouldn't be fighting, but I guess you're going to ignore my ass, huh? Even when she comes back as a fucking new type ghost, she's stopping them from fighting, and I'm like...
Speaking of which, I'm going to tell you this right now. As a person that really never liked the new type thing, and now that I see it for what it is, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'll accept it. In this instance, I accept it.
Oh, that's why I said stay far away from NT and maybe NT as far as you can, because that's what they...
Look, see, man, look, from here on out at this point, man, unless we get kind of, freaky and do Seed, we're going to be pretty much doing only Universal Century from here on out.
Yeah.
So,
it's so, yeah. So it's that. But like I said, I like their whole battle, and I kind of like how it wraps up. Now, it's ironic because even after this, it's really Stardust Memory that kind of ends the fucking series, this whole war, because that's when we get the colony drop on the Midwest and shit. And that's kind of what jumpstarts Zeta Gundam and stuff. But the way this series kind of ends, it's like, oh, the war is over. And it's like, okay, cool.
And that's our next one that we're going to go to, right? Is going to be Stardust Memories, right?
Yeah. Because that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the one that really showed, like, oh, this is how we get the Titans, and this is how all this kind of came to be kind of thing. Because that was kind of like, the Zeon was like, hey, we lost the battle, but we're going to win this goddamn war. We're going to drop a fucking colony by Hell's End, and boom, they end up doing it, so...
Now, I know in the movie they wrapped it up like that, but they said the war is over, and right after that there was a lasting treaty. Now, how long?
More like don't shoot each other for right now, basically.
Okay. Now, don't include small skirmishes of espionage, but how long did the peace actually last?
A year.
Between the Federation and Xeon?
Yeah. After the year war.
It was a year.
How long?
A year.
No, because you got 79.
It was only a 1 year.
It was literally a 1 year war. So once you got
no, not the war. I mean, at the end of the 1 year war, how long was the peace treaty?
Oh shit.
Double 83.
Yeah,
the fucking terrorist group.
Yep.
No, that's what I'm saying, Brian. With not counting little skirmishes, how long was the official peace treaty?
Yeah, it was 3 years.
It was only 3 years?
Yeah. Once it got to 0083, that's when you got that splinter group. Because again, the whole thing was Stardust. The whole thing with Stardust Memories was, and the funny thing is too, even in the show Mobile Suit Gundam, there was a lot of things implied. One of them being, you can't shoot nukes. That was part of the Antarctic Treaty, and I think Kuve actually shot off some fucking nukes and shit, which breached the fucking treaty.
Yo, so that's what I'm saying. So you need to tell me at the end of like I said, at the end of the movie, it said it was a lasting peace between the two.
It was basically essentially not so much a peace, so much as a ceasefire.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can play pedantic and be like, well, we don't officially recognize those splinter groups who are using our names and our resources and our symbols and our people.
And our weapons.
Totally not us.
Yeah.
Totally not us.
Yeah.
It's not a Gundam.
But the thing of it is too, what was funny is that the whole antithesis of Stardust Memory, when we actually deep into it, is the fact that the Federation, for some stupid ass reason, decided, you know what, we're going to build some more mobile suits and we're going to fit one with a fucking nuclear armament. Why? Because fuck them. That's why. And I'm like, okay.
They put the Ryan Reynolds, but why?
That's basically all it is. It's like, dog, if y'all didn't put a fucking nuke in the goddamn Gundam, you probably wouldn't have had a colony. You know what? Feds, you're dickheads, all right? You know that? You're dicks.
All of you are dicks. Or, hey, Eric.
Yes.
I have a good question. So, because you are a man of Japan, I have a good question. So, how did you like hearing that drunk man karaoke singing in the soundtrack?
I loved every bit of it.
Really?
Oh yes.
I knew you would.
Because all right, field trip time. So, while I was living in Tokyo, in one of the neighborhoods that just happened to be like north of the city where I was at, whenever I get off of my home station, there is a Inca music shop, and a lot of famous Japanese Inca singers show up, do live performances right there in front of that store. So I always felt like I was walking home to the ending theme of Mobile Suit Gundam.
Oh my god, man. Jesus Christ, man.
So me personally, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. But no, all right, you got me with the music. Now I'm gonna throw something at all of y'all. How did y'all like hearing all of the random sound effects that have been recycled numerous times in Dragon Ball, Lupin, and you name it?
All throughout
anime. Just goes to show you how fucking influential this series is and was.
Yep.
Was and is. Just the DNA of it. And let me not even just fucking bear the lead, because I forgot to mention this when we started talking about this. Like, do you know how big Gundam is? How when it launched, it completely changed the game, it changed the landscape. If it were not for Mobile Suit Gundam, and I say this with complete confidence, we probably would not have hentai, and we probably would not have cosplay.
This is true.
You
laugh,
know what?
but there's truth to
No. I'm laughing because I agree.
I get cosplay. Help me out on hentai. What?
Okay, first of all, do you know
so
how
when
many
the compilation movies launched,
like,
you remember the scene where Sailor was in the shower and she was taking a bath and she was, buck ass naked?
Yep.
So there were people who would go in the theater with Polaroids and take pictures of the screen. And like the whole reason they did that is like Tamino wanted to show that these were real people, so they had to do like real people things, so, like, eat shit, take showers.
Yeah. So
they just did that to show us like a regular day-to-day life thing. But because Sailor had a bunch of simps, like Sailor was a fan favorite, motherfucker was going to the theater with Polaroids and take pictures of the frame when she was naked. And so animation in Japan were like, people like cartoons, you say?
Like, let's do something with this.
oh my god.
We can use this information. We can use this.
I mean, I'll say this much, man. It did, because the thing about it too, and I think that was part of the reason why they did this trilogy movie, is that it kept the series from being like the series was very grounded. There was no super robot aspects to it and stuff. I think the show had it, but I think the movies kind of streamlined it to where it didn't have that super robot aspects to it and stuff. It just kept everything.
Yeah, they cut out like a lot of things. Like they cut out the G-Bull, they cut out the Hyper Hammer. They toned down some of the Monster of the Week mobile armor elements.
Yep.
Look, I love the confirmation movies, but like, and like
sometimes you need the zaniness of the suits.
The story. Yeah, and like you just want to experience the story. I say, yeah, go ahead and watch the movies, and because like you said, it pares it down and it streamlines it, because it's undoubtedly the main characters are Amuro and Char. But I feel like if you don't watch the show, you miss like a lot of little moments, like the white base crew bonding. You miss a lot of the cool like mech designs.
Well, even the Kuve stuff, they kind of cut out the movie. That's like if you've never seen the show and you're just watching the movie, you would never understand why Ramba did what he did before he died and stuff, because you're like, why the fuck is Ramba? Where's his suits? And then it's like, if you watch the show, they explain why Kuve did what he did and stuff, and it's like, okay, yeah, okay, cool, that's why.
The Kuve, Caecilia's #1 simp.
Yep. Just understand, folks, as we go through the Universal Century, also, Yeah, we're gonna definitely be going in depth on Anaheim Electronics because these motherfuckers were just opportunists like a motherfucker, especially after the 1 year war was over. Because
Chase that paper.
yeah, it keeps going. It keeps going. Cause
Anaheim Electronics. If microtransactions existed in 1979,
they are war profiteers like a motherfucker because they're just like, oh, we got another war going on. Bet, let's go.
Oh, I needed a new yacht. Let's go.
Anaheim Electronics. Our founding fathers in these type of work go back centuries, including the mega titan called Northrop Grumman. We take their same stuff and make it better and make sure that you keep coming back for more.
Bro,
Our top of the line armor is top of the line, but at the same time, it's paper thin. You're going to come back.
Dude, this is how you know that they got so much money coming out their ass. They were able to turn around and make Amuro a new suit with the quickness and Char's counterattack that Amuro was like, I didn't think Anaheim would build a suit that quick. How'd
you make it so fast?
And that's because don't get me started on Char's dumb ass. So like, you remember that scene from Zeta Gundam where Char and Amuro were talking and they were talking about the nature of new types and nature of conflict. And so Amuro thinking they're friends or whatever, Char's like, I know, right? Thinking they're friends or whatever. He makes like a flippant comment about like, well, mankind's not going to change unless there's a sacrifice. And Amuro goes, well, that seems something like your family is good at. Just like a little lighthearted jab, like, ha, your dad. And then Char took that shit and was like, I bet. I got you, dog.
Bro, Charles counterattack, he was like, so fuck you humans. I'm going to drop this fucking asteroid on Earth, and you're going to have to bring your ass to space.
Then he's like, all right, so I want to have a fair fight. I want to have a fair fight with Amuro, so I'm going to leak the psycho frame information to Anaheim. Anaheim, new technology, moist. Okay, we can use this.
They didn't give a fuck. Because even Amuro was like, where'd you guys get it from? Somebody sent us a skeps. I don't know who it is. It's like, all right.
I mean, our scientists, it's original recipes, the 11 herbs and spices. I don't know what to tell you. Let's hear it. Take it.
Brian. Hey, Brian, like going back to what you said about Amuro thinking that him and Char are friends. hey, Amuro, come over here real quick. Let me holler at you for a second. I'm going to need to tell you the real story of Garma.
Oh, man, let me tell you some shit, man. You know what friend is to me? Do you really want to know what friendship is to me? Friendship is somebody that I can have beside me, that believes in me, that I believe in him, that we share moments together, and our ideologies sync up. Right? Don't know it. I'm already inside you.
Dude, this should have been a deleted scene. This should have been a deleted scene where Amuro's thinking him and Char is friends, and the ghost of Garma comes out of nowhere. Don't fall for the trap!
Like, don't fall for it. It's not real.
Remember the fucking scene when they had like Haman was talking to Char, and it was like, you're a fucking traitor, Char, and he was like, I never betrayed anybody in my life. The ghost of Garma in the background. Bullshit. Char was like, well, to be fair, nigga, to be technical, I was never on your side.
I mean, I might have gave you some good advice, but I mean, did we ever have beer together? You should have took the hint. We're not friends, dog. I should have told you that.
No, actually, we did have that. Actually, we did have that drink. We had that drink together, and it was the day that you died.
You should have took the hint there, dummy.
We had that drink. We had that drink after I told you you might want to stay with the girl.
Dude, any one of us would have picked up on Char like, he gonna kill me, so you know what, Dad? I think I'm gonna stay with my girl. Fuck you. I don't need the zombie family money. Like, okay.
And then of course, while I'm having this drink, I'm like, wait a minute. We're having this drink. We're inside of this. We're inside of a place of royalty, bruh. Char, I'm gonna need you to stop being Maverick from Top Gun for 1 second and take them glasses off.
Hey, look
at
me.
Aviator shades,
Char, look at me. You could not come in here dripping everywhere. You could not come in here dripping.
Dude, Char drips every series that he's in. Even when he doesn't have his mask on in Char's Counterattack, that dude was Ric Flair dripping like a motherfucker for Neo Zeon, man.
Oh, I want that fucking cape. What you talking about? What you talking
That
about?
cape was pimp as shit, man. He came in there fucking throwing his dick on the table like, yeah, I'm the leader of Neon Zeon now, so,
He's like,
That-
yeah, you know that
that
colony?
cape,
Yeah, I bought that
nigga.
shit. It's mine now.
Nigga, that cave, that shit. God damn.
hey, this was all. Let's understand.
what are you gonna do?
There was a build up to that cape moment there. He was waiting. All of it is because again, Char isn't really a Zeon at heart. Again, his whole aim in this whole series is to get revenge on his dad. But it was just kind of like, oh, I get to take over, huh? All right, cool.
That's just the bonus part about it. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
I didn't I didn't ask for it, but okay.
So yeah, it's like I didn't ask to
that
be
we-
leaders, but it's cool. It's cool.
Hey, Chris, now that we're here,
Time to make some changes.
I'll tell you a couple things, man.
Oh man, I thought he was actually going to kill old boy that fucked up the very first episode when they were supposed to be just observing on side 6, side 7 and stuff, and the one pilot was like, I could be fucking famous if I take out the Gundam. I was like, Char's gonna have his foot up your ass, right? All right, cool, I guess go for it.
Char was more like, all right, bold move there. Let's see how it works. Let's
Bold
see what
move,
works out
Cotton.
for him.
I know, right? Bold move, Cotton.
Let's see where this goes.
Let's see where this goes. Hope it works out for you.
And it didn't because he got killed.
I'm sorry. I just pulled up his Gundam. What is this? The RG. What is this?
Char's was.
Char was the Zaku.
Well, yeah, the Zaku,
Zaku.
and the one from Char's Counterattack was the Zybot. Was it?
This is on
The
Neo.
Zabi.
The Zalabi, yeah.
Zabi. This is Neo.
Which, by the way, written with the kanji for kill, so his mobile suit is called the Kill Zabi.
Wow.
Ooh,
It kills
this shit
out.
is nasty. I like this motherfucker.
He did not let that shit go. He did not. He committed to the bit. He committed 1000%.
You know what? But you know what? It's that's actually pretty poetic when you think about it. Because think about it. Zeon was named after his father. The Kill Zabi named after the Zabi family.
That's layers. There's levels to this.
There's
Hey,
levels to this shit.
Hey Chris, can you get me this? Can you get me this and paint it for me in a certain cut? I don't like this motherfucker. Yeah, shit, nigga.
Dog, he murks people in a pink mobile suit. That's dope as shit. I know that people say it's red. I'm like, that look like it's pink. I'm fine with this. Honestly.
Actually, I would like you make it in pink, nigga. Nah. Look, it'll look stupid. No.
Look,
what's the point is, man?
The point is before there was Cameron, man. What are you talking about?
Actually, the point is this, Chris. I want it.
I might cosplay as Char at a fucking convention once this coronavirus shit dies down and shit. Fuck.
Oh, but you ain't got the hair for it though, Chris.
I'm wearing the helmet. I'm not going as helmetless Char. What are you talking about?
Okay, cool. No, but I thought
I'll get the wig and just have the hair popping out from underneath it. That's about it.
You know what's going to be the sad part, Chris? And this is going to be real. Hey, let me get a picture of you and Zax.
And at that point, I'll just sit there and just slam the mask on the ground like, you sons of bitches don't know shit. It's like, get him out of here.
No,
Get him outta
actually,
here
no.
now.
Hey CJ, I got. Hey CJ, I got you. No, CJ, I got you. CJ, I got you. See when he says, "Hey, let me get a picture. Let me get a picture with Zex." Why show up behind you as Zex and go, "Which one?"
It's like, which one?
That one. That one. And Chris just mushes the motherfucker in the face.
It's like, God damn it. It's like,
And the thing
With
is,
the fucking music playing. With the music playing.
I gotta yes, with the music playing. With the music
it's like,
playing.
God damn it, man.
Hey CJ, with the music playing as I channel my inner Brian.
Oh my god, man. Dude, this what makes it even more funny is because I think Prime, you put that fucking meme up of like the Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man Char edition where it was Char from Zeta, Char from fucking Char's Counterattack and Full Frontal, and I'm like, well, there's a bit of a pick over here, aren't we? Dude, this how pimp Char was. They cloned his ass. They cloned his ass into a fucking Char
he
looking
got
like. And I was like, well, that's interesting.
Such a good character.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Full Frontal ain't quite
Yeah.
Char, but
Go
he tries. He tries.
What's the fucking meme? Full frontal. Are you Char? Yes or no? Ness.
Ness. I love that.
Dude,
Ness.
Full Frontal is literally doing the fucking Jordan Peele sweat every time he gets asked that question.
Like, are you sure? Yes or no? Ness.
Yes.
I don't understand that, sir. Ness.
That is all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. It's like, how do you get your hair like that? Who knows?
Nigga, if you won't stop asking questions,
I am Char. Yeah, we heard that like 5 times before. You are Char.
What makes me so mad? Like, you ever guys ever watch like the dub of Unicorn, or like his voice comes on the speakers,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, that's the voice of Sharp, but like that voice actor had never voiced any Sharp.
Bruh,
and there's
that's
been like
the thing that
four,
throws me
there's
off.
been
I'm
4
like-
Sharp voice actors. I'm like, come on, dog.
No, and you know what? I think that worked for Full Frontal because it was like, oh, that's clearly not Char because of the different voice actors. So that's really them implying that because they could have easily got old boy from Char's counterattack to voice Full Frontal.
You have 4. You have 4 people. You could have just grabbed one, but you didn't.
Could have got Steve Bloom and it would have been dope.
It would have been. Hey, that would have been like a good callback. It would have been. You're right.
Oh my god, man. Jesus.
I mean, it worked in
Christ.
Japan because he was voiced by old homeboy, but
Yeah. But hey, look, like I said, we have to give homage to Char because that is amazing that he just inspired every fucking Gundam series having their own Char like lookalike every season. It's just amazing how
whether it's the mask, whether it's the mask or the helmet, and it's always a signature. This is the signature look: mask, helmet, red,
blonde.
Yeah,
and blonde.
I mean, because I think they did, what was it, Old Boy and Gundam Seed, and then Mulaflaga ended up becoming the second coming of that character. I'm like, okay, I guess, man. Neo Roanoke, that's what it was.
I mean, for the longest time, Zex was like the perfect runner-up.
I mean, even though, granted, it was like, 2. I mean, because you had, Zex, Vrala Croissant, Neo Roanoke, and
Mr. Bushido.
Yeah, Mr. Bushido, Asher,
Chronicle,
and Chris,
Schwartz Bruder.
Yeah.
Chris, and Chris, and of course, let's not forget Master Asia.
Master Asia.
Oh no, I just had to mention Master Asia. Nobody said his name this whole podcast.
I'm sorry.
I had to mention him.
I think we have to mention that. It's not G Gundam.
Asia, the stupidest best character of all Gundam characters.
I still have to ask
I'm
this.
I'm sorry, D. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, Chris. I'll let you go in a second. Oh, no, I'm sorry, D. Anytime I think of Master Asia, I just think of Solidus Snake from MGS2.
For me, I always think of just him laughing, and I just see multiple heads of different anime characters.
Also, Prime mentioning fucking Bushido, and I'm like, sorry, man. Graham can sit there and try to be Mr. Bushido, but it's like, Graham, your mother called you Graham, I'm gonna call you Graham. You ain't Bushido, dog. Like, stop. Fucking stop.
Like, Graham, we know it's you. No, Mr. Bushido. Graham, take the shit off. Come on,
He
dog.
popped up in Double O Season 2 as Mr. Bushido, I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I get it. Your face got fucked up, all right? But it ain't that bad, dog. Like, chill. like now you're a samurai.
I'm trying to remember, like, why did he fucking...
Why
did he do that?
He went Mr.
Like,
Bushido.
was he trying to uncover something? What was the point?
know. It was just like, yo,
I don't remember.
He got his face burned, and that was it. And it's like, why are you Mr. Bushido? You Tom Cruise now? Last Samurai? What the fuck, man?
Hey, Prime, now check this out. You see this shit you and Precious did right there? That it was shitting on it, but it was entertaining how y'all was shitting on it? This is why I keep on mentioning Gundam Seed.
See, I shit on Seed Destiny. Seed is great. Seed is great. We'll shit on Seed Destiny all day. I love the suits of Seed Destiny, but holy shit, is that...
See, Destiny was good for like 12 episodes.
Oh, you're nice, Prime. I say 10 episodes.
Maybe 13. Maybe 13 if I'm really stretching it. If I'm really want to be pedantic. Maybe 13. Maybe.
That lead character in Destiny can eat a sack of baby dicks. That fucking motherfucker.
When he killed homeboy, when he killed that fucking admiral, I was like, oh, this bitch is dead to me. I'm like, oh, fuck this guy.
No. When his psycho girlfriend, rightfully so, deserved to get fucking killed, this motherfucker, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. I'm like, dude, she was gonna destroy a town. She had to die, dog. What do you want?
You hear this shit?
Well,
you hear this madness?
To play devil's advocate.
I do.
As well. To do that as well. You mean to tell me, Kira, the one person you can't disable, everybody else in the show when you turn to a pacifist, they come out alive, except my motherfucking girlfriend. Really? Really, Queen? Really? Okay.
Really, Queen?
I mean, yeah.
Harris, do you see? Hey, D, why you keep on bouncing around Gundam C? Because I'm a Gundam Destiny. I'm a Gundam C because of Prime and because of Chris. Because if you mention Gundam C Destiny to them any time, this breaks out, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta watch this shit. But at the same time,
you'll love Seed. Everything about Seed is basically their homage. Cause I think was it the anniversary of Mobile Suit Gundam around that time when it came out?
Shit, it might have been because like the first show, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I might say something controversial. Like I really like the first season. I really like the first Seed as a contemporary retelling of the original Gundam.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
because it hit all the beats. But when it hit that part when they went to Alaska base and they started doing some of that like. Once he got the Freedom Gundam, that's when the quality just kind of just went.
Oh no, he was the he was the I win button. He came in there and saved the day, and I was like, oh, so he's just gonna win. All right, cool, I guess. C mode activated.
I mean, there's a reason why Jesus Yamato is a fucking meme. There's a reason why.
Folks.
So wait. You mean to tell me that it turns into Monster of the Day?
No. Kira Yamato. Look. People take the piss out of new types. Nah, nigga. The fucking Seed system. Once Kira gets Freedom Gundam, he murders everybody. You're not touching him.
This man drops into the middle of a war zone with a fucking aimbot.
Yo, the girl that pines for him, by the way, Prime, you forgot to mention this, gave him the suit out the blue, like, yeah, I'm rich, so here's the suit. You can go ahead and take it.
Oh, and you forgot to mention, you also forgot to mention, the girl who gave him the suit is also his best friend's fiance.
Yo, he snagged his fiance from underneath his nose.
Yo!
They fucked. It was done.
Yo! You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Rich. I see CJ has just introduced us to the original. He introduced us to the original Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Nigga, it was the most messiest shit ever. I was like, bruh.
That shit so. And that, you know what? That's not even the worst relationship in that show. That's actually pretty, in comparison to the shit that goes down. That's pretty fucking tame. You're like, okay.
That's typical soap opera stuff. That's teen shit. All right, cool.
By the time you get to that shit, by the time we get to that, we've seen so much shit. You're like, okay, I'll let that one slide. That's fine. That's okay.
See, this is their peach girl. This is their peach girl right there.
Yeah, it is.
Their peach girl where Chris and Prime both get them long fingernails like bitch.
I'm just saying, like, all I'm saying is this, like,
Meanwhile, me and D, we the real men right here. Like real men watch Peach Girl. Yeah.
Damn right, with our shirts on. We ain't gay, nigga. We just in touch with ourselves.
All the charts.
Look, I can't fight you niggas. I read Domestic Girlfriend all in like 2 days. I can't say shit about it. I can't. I'm just...
What?
I can't fault nobody.
All I'm saying is this. All the chart clothes, though, it's just like, yo, real talk, like, Raw Lacrosse and Mr. Bushido just took the cake easily. And I'm like, that he wasn't even a char. It was just like, come on, dog. Like, you're really a samurai now? Like, you really just gonna take the Japanese culture just like that, huh? All right, cool, Graham.
And you know what? Like, I like Rollout Crusades. Like, I think he's one of the best Shark clones. And what I liked about him was like the whole series. Like, you see, he's planning and plotting shit. And it's like, man, what's his What's his end game? It turns out the motherfucker didn't have an end game. He's just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That was it.
Hey, you're the clone of your daddy. Okay, it's about on point. It's about on brand.
Okay, sure. So why did he clone you for body parts? Okay, I can kind of see it. And because he cloned me for body parts, all of mankind has to die. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's wind that back. Let's follow the steps there. Let's follow your train of thought there for a minute. Let's see. How do we start from A and this B?
Yo.
Hey, the plot though. Hey, his char plotting was great because he let the orb and the fucking Earth Federation fight it out, and he sent him back in the sub like, yeah, we ain't getting involved in this shit, guys. Don't even fucking involve yourself. Nope, just gonna watch.
We want to launch, man.
You got some popcorn?
Watch this shit. Watch me a Subway sandwich, goddamn it. Pop that. Give me a fucking drink. Ooh, look at it. Ooh, they launched a Cyclops. Ooh, that's
crazy.
Y'all be safe out there now.
God,
So we getting a call from it. Don't pick up the phone.
dude, we forget. We forget though.
Let it go to the answer machine. Let it go to the machine.
Dog. I keep forgetting though. When they made the Gundam suit though, wasn't the RX-78 powered by nukes, like nuclear power to a point basically?
They're all powered by nukes. That's why you never. It's like that's why there was that scene in the first couple. Was it the first or second episode where he's like reading the diagram? The instructions. And when after he had cut that Zaku in half and the nuclear reactor went off and took out that big ass hole that sucked his daddy out into space, I was like, oh shit! So I got to be precise when I hit these things.
Can't just slice them in half. Oh shit!
Oh, okay then.
Hey, dude, life of a colonist has to be fucking horrible. One day you're driving to work, next thing you know, shit, I'm sucked out in space and I'm dead. Done.
I know, right?
And then when you're Cecilia, you're sitting in your throne thinking you're gonna make this getaway. Your boy Char pulls up. Your boy Char pulls up with that rocket launcher, and that's when your coworker leans over and says, "Want to get away?"
Hey, actually, what I got for yours. What up, Kermit? That.
Hold up. You know what? Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what that was? You know what? I'm glad you said, "Hey, yo, what up, Kermit?" Why after the rocket shoots her head off, you didn't see it, but there's the deleted scene of Char rolling into the spaceship and snatching her chain off.
Tell me why I'm typing in this Char, this is America, hoping somebody make that shit. Please.
This is America.
Please, somebody have made that video.
I think we all should aspire to Char's level of petty and revenge. That is the ultimate aim. Like,
I'm in utter awe to the commitment.
That's like joining the army, and all of a sudden you're like, I really don't care for the army ideas. I'm just here to kill these two motherfuckers, and I'm out. That's all I'm here for.
Hey, can we say that for Char? He played the greatest long game ever.
Bruh! You train in the Xeon army just to do that.
Just to take them all out one by one.
I'll befriend your youngest son. Act like he's your friend.
You gotta think about as Char was running, and he put on that motherfucking jetpack. You gotta think to yourself, you like, man, can't believe this shit. And her dumbass brother killed her dad too, nigga. He did the work for me.
Have the work for me. Mm-mm.
You know what? That's solar.
But like, you know what? He could have let her go. He could have let her go. But he was like, you know what, bitch? A promise is a promise.
And you know something? Hey, Prime, you want to know something? Since you also mentioned that this anime was extremely influential, because you are right. That solar ray versus the barge cannon.
Oh my god.
Wait, which one?
The barge cannon from Gundam Wing.
No. I mean, which solar ray? The Xeon one?
Oh, no. The solar ray. No, the Xeon one.
Oh shit.
The one. I'm talking about that one.
Yeah, the one that killed old boy and his dad. They used that one.
Yeah, The one where Amuro was like, everybody, get away from the get away from the yellow light. Stay away from it. It's dangerous. I'm like, Amuro, what is wrong with you? Y'all couldn't see it. That solar ray took out a fleet.
Speaking of that, like, I understand, like, in hindsight now that that's just them showing that Amuro was like a new type, but like at first when you're watching, you're like, every time Amuro was like paranoid about something, he turns out to be right. I'm like, what are they trying to say? Like, they're trying to take my Gundam away. They were. Don't trust that man. He's a traitor. He was.
He was.
Don't go forward. We'll die. What? Giant beam of death. Wow, damn, Amuro.
Oh my god, man. Damn, man.
Well, I gotta say, man, this was fun. I am so glad I went through this. I'm so glad No, I really am, man, because I really wanted us to go back to the start of all this motherfucker, because every time we talk Gundam, it's just like it's more crazy. The stories get more crazy, and there's more of this. There's more of this space drama and all this shit, man. It's just awesome, man.
Yeah.
So
this was definitely great, man. I love
so
it.
the next one up. So like I said, the next one up is Stardust Memories, right?
Yep.
All right.
I don't use this word lightly. If ever at all. But I would say that the first Gundam is like straight up masterpiece. Like it's
a fantastic show. It definitely is.
Fantastic premise, fantastic characters. Like if the animation is dated and bothers you, first of all, sack the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean,
but if you really can't get through the animation, I mean, fucking read the origin novel. Read the origin manga. Like, play a game. Like, you just have to experience this story because it's so fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, I think because I actually got the book. It came from Right Stuff. Was it Mobile Suit Gundam: Awakening, Escalation, and Confrontation?
Now, the novel is in the novel series. It tells like an alternative version of the events. It hits on the same points. Have you read them yet?
I just started reading the book just now. Like, I got like couple chapters and stuff.
Yeah, I've been to that book several times. Like, I feel like that can be a podcast in and of itself, just to talk about the changes it makes from the main show. Yeah. Have you gotten to the chapter yet where they talk about getting a good luck locket?
No, not yet.
When you get there, message me.
All right. I only got like chapter 1 and 2, so I didn't even get through the volume 1 part of it and stuff. So yeah.
But it's such a good book. But here's my thing with the book as well. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like they do a lot of cheating because like they never really explain what things look like. You know how most novels will try to give you a sense of scale or scope or like, details. This book does not explain what anything looks like because it's like, you know what the fuck Zaku looks like. You know what the fucking Pegasus looks like. You know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, you should know all this, guys. Just go to Wiki. You'll be good.
Like, doesn't even say like the Gundam reaches on his left side, and like it says the Gundam pulls out a lightsaber. I mean, pulls out a beam saber. Like, well, from the side, you know what the fucking beam sabers are. Shut the fuck up. I'll play games with us. You know.
Oh man. Hey, look, I'll say this though. Like, even then, if you go on the video game side, I totally forgot that there was so many games that were like plugging in storyline holes to fill in the blanks of a lot of stuff in Mobile Suit Gundam during that whole war.
Dude.
Like, the only one I played was Journey to Jaburo. I think they came out on the Dreamcast, I think.
That's PlayStation 2. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, Journey to Jaburo. I played Journey to Jaburo. That was the only one I played and stuff.
Like I said, like you got
outside of the Gundam, outside of the Dynasty Warrior Gundams and the Gundam versus games and stuff. That's probably like it.
What's the one that came out? Was it Ace? Was it MS Saga? What was this shit called? Where it was like it went through where you could raise your own pilot and have his own lineage going through all the Universal Century Wars.
Wow.
What was this shit called? Was it Gun? It was what was it called? Hold on, I gotta look this shit up now.
Ashes, Journey to Jaburo, Zeonic Front, Federation versus Zeon, Encounters in Space, Gundam versus Zeta Gundam, Crossfire, Bond of the Battlefield, Gyron's Greed, Lost Chronicles, Path of the Soldier.
I think Climax UC. That's the game I'm thinking about.
Yes, I see it. Yeah, Climax UC. Wow. Huh. Yeah. That is looking fun.
But no, seriously. Like, the first Gundam is like it's fucking great. It's like
iconic
I
suit.
think we're
the suit
underselling.
is so iconic. They put it in a fucking movie. Like I was just like, oh shit! Like that suit is simple and yet it's very effective.
Like I mean, fuck.
I mean,
so many
let's be
iconic
real.
moments.
I mean, but let's be real. Like even if you look at the suit design and stuff, like I said, had a beam rifle, had a shield, had a beam saber, had a cannon and stuff. It didn't really, because I think a lot of suits, at least the ones that come out, they feel like they gotta have some sort of like gimmick to it instead of just keeping it simple.
Mm-hmm.
So but I mean, I don't knock the gimmicks. I like the gimmicks and stuff, but it's like, hey, I just give me a simple suit. That's about it. I'm fine with it.
I think that's the reason why you like the goof.
Yeah, the goof is very simple, and yet you get a good ass pilot, it will fuck people up for free.
That's why I like all the modified Zaku's. I like all the modified Zaku's because like you said, get a good pilot, man. He will rock that shit.
But like Prime
That
said,
was
all the ace pilots are gone, so you can't get any good suits on top of that.
I had this feeling look,
Dumbasses, man.
Hey yo, Chris, I was laughing like a motherfucker because I was we was playing that mobile suit game at Otakon.
Yeah.
And I both hopped into there. In the back of my mind, I was saying to myself, hey D, what if this was real and all the rest of that shit? What would happen? Like real talk, I would kill at least 6 people and go and like basically kill myself. Something stupid. You know what I mean? Like I'll fire into the ground.
You have to actually pedal to walk, and I'm like, okay, this takes a little getting used to.
Nigga, I was rolling. I was rolling. I did like some stupid shit where I wasn't bouncing around or nothing. I got stuck. I couldn't move. And anyway, I was telling myself, hey D, how long would Chris work? Or how long would Chris last if he was a mobile suit pilot? I was like, Chris would be one of the finest pilots out there. Then, because he fell in love with that fucking Fetty. God.
Look. Consider
look. Like you say, who killed him? It was me. 6 Xeon!
Yeah, I feel it, man. Japan is going to be like the fucking Xeon, and they're going to have mobile suits before America or anybody else has suits, and we're fucked.
I don't know. I'm just going to be real. Because Japan, like the two people I'm really worried about, if it ain't America, is fucking Russia and China, because I think India already got one, but I think that shit is like just not that good.
Did you? Okay, see, D says that. Mind you, I was there when they were building RX-0.
Yo, I bet China's is good, but the problem about that thing, it overheats too much. And I think Russia's is really not that good. It just looks scary.
Meanwhile, America can only develop a ball. That's about it.
Nah, you know what America makes? You know what America makes? They basically make a transformer. I'm good.
I mean, us in America are so curious about AI, so that's on brand, basically. It's like,
I mean, CJ.
The most we'll get is the BGY11. We can do that.
CJ, the fact that Gundam Unicorn, Mr. RX-0 himself, is standing in front of a mall in Tokyo, it speaks volumes.
Yeah. I sit here
and
as a person
and it transforms. It lights up and everything.
I'm just saying, I'm just sitting here, much like how we were kids and we were lied to that we would have flying cars right now. I feel we will never get mobile suits in my lifetime.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to be real, Chris. We're never going to get there in our lifetime. Not the working ones that you want.
But yeah, at least the ones that I think in my head.
At the very least, we'll probably get like E-frames, maybe.
That could work.
Oh, bring it in, both of you, because D and Eris's future is probably more likely going to happen. Oh yeah, me and Eris by the year 2090, we're already going to be uploaded to the mainframe. We're already going to have different bodies.
So Ghost in the
I don't
Shell,
know about y'all.
The fucking show that's on Netflix that Prime said was very fearful. The fucking was it
Dev?
No.
Altered Carbon.
Yeah,
dude.
Altered Carbon.
That is my fucking nightmare. Like that is legitimately my
Upload yourself
nightmare
into a new
future.
body and shit for a job.
Like, man, this is like the future I have nightmares about, dog.
Prime
Like,
wakes up, he's Asian all of a sudden, and it's like, hey, I was black. What the fuck? Why am I Asian? What's going on here?
Look. I'm just gonna be real.
Life is
Look.
cheap as fuck. I'm like, the minute you start referring to human bodies as sleeves, that's when I'm out. I'm like, all right, you know what, I'm done.
Oh yeah.
I'm dumb.
Like Alton Carver, get like the one thing that get me was this. I was telling this to Eris. I'm like, Eris, let's just be real, man. I know what's going to happen. For the first 15 years, you're going to be in an orgy. Here's Eris, constant orgy. And after that, hopefully, me and Angie will have the drug trade set up, and you be a part of that. Yep. And then I'll die, and it hurt. I die from a overdose 15 years later. Yep. And 70 years later, you'll be looking for me because you want to kill me, and it'll be a whole big old thing. And by then, I'll be like a white person, and you'll be like a Mexican girl. It'll be awesome though, because you'll be like. Me and Eris set this up a long time ago. So buckle up is all I'm going to say. Washington. Look, all I'm going to say is buckle up, new Washington Post of 2025.
Oh my god, man! But yeah, this is fun. Can't wait till we get back to Stardust Memories, where we talk about the Zeon actually succeeding for fucking once, even though again their go-to move is, well, all else fails, drop a fucking colony and see what happens.
Oh, so before we go, Prime, is that really the Zeon way? Drop a brick on your own foot. Just drop a brick on your own foot and say, "Damn it!"
That seems to have been the only. Seems to have been their only go-to option is when in doubt, drop a colony. When in doubt, drop a piece of a meteor. It's like Sephiroth going immediately for Supernova as his first attack.
It's really
like. I think they're thinking like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we're all like, but it never worked. What are y'all doing?
Like, why are you doing this?
Why do you keep doing it?
Somebody in the balls. It's the kicking somebody in the balls. That's my first move of attacking the Earth. You know what I mean?
It's not enough that before the 1 Year War started that they dropped a colony on Australia. In Australia, it's like god damn, that sucks for that whole country.
Look,
it's already bad enough they live in Australia.
How did you for that?
It also swallowed up Indonesia, Malaysia, and 55 different islands. So respect it also, sir.
Hey, you know
get out of your white person bubble.
Hey, you know who fared better though? Dublin, because that colony didn't even fucking explode. It just hit Dublin and it's just sitting there.
Dublin just laughing like,
that's all you got. Done.
I'm telling you something, nigga.
Don't even worry about little homie. Don't even worry about little homie. I ate that.
Fuck is that?
That's the one time.
What the fuck is that, bro? For real?
That's the one time the people of Earth can literally look at the Zeon and laugh at them like, that's all you fucking got, bitch. Oh my god. Anyways, I think that's it. We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Later, peace.
Zendu.